You need to remove several components to replace the radiator fan, starting with the front engine cover, red arrow, and the two air ducts, green arrows. You do not need to remove the rear engine cover as indicated by the yellow arrow. Please follow the link at the end of this video for additional information. Next, remove the front under engine tray. Again, please follow the links at the end of this video for further assistance. There is a plastic piece that connects the fan shroud to the lower air dam. Gently separate the plastic clips on the lower section, as indicated by the green arrows, from the shroud, red arrows, and pivot it down. Using a T10 torque, and remove the screw holding the transmission cooler line from the right side of the shroud, red arrow. Move to the top of the car. You are going to remove the 3 trim pieces on the front as indicated by red arrows. The 2 side pieces are over the headlight assemblies and have 2 push-pull pins. Use a trim removal tool and pry out the pin from the base, red arrow. With the 2 push-pull pins removed, red arrows, you can lift the piece up and slide it out from the center, yellow arrow. The procedure is the same for both sides. On the centerpiece, begin by removing the overflow hose and hood release cable from their mounts, red arrow. Next, turn the plastic tab on the center front of the piece 90 degrees to release it. Now pull back on the 2 areas indicated with green arrows while lifting the piece up from the rear. Use a flathead screwdriver and pry out the radiator plugs, red arrow, 1 on each side, from the centerpiece. You can turn the plastic piece on the top of the plug or gently pry it up, red arrow, and then remove the entire plug from the radiator. Use a 10mm socket and remove the 10 10mm bolts holding the center piece in place, as indicated by the red arrows, and remove the piece. Reach down the left side of the radiator and disconnect the wiring plug from the fan shroud, red arrow. Make sure to clip any zip ties holding the wiring to the shroud. There is a rubber seal used that is attached to the top of the shroud. Use a trim removal tool and unclip it and slide it out from the top of the shroud, red arrow. Release the clips on each side of the shroud to radiator mounts, red arrow. Carefully lift the radiator fan and shroud out from the front. Use care as you make sure the clips on the side of the shroud clear everything as it comes out. Here's a photo of the shroud out of the vehicle. You can see the clips on the side that sit in the corresponding mounts on the radiator. Make sure all of these clips line up when installing the new fan. Installation is the reverse of removal. Thanks for watching. Click here to view the original article along with hundreds of other DIY content for your car.